Hi guys, in this video I'm going to be reviewing the UK CFD spread betting and Forex trading platform City Index. Let's get straight into it. Hi guys, it's Enny, aka the Knock Trader, your friendly neighborhood swing trader, back again with another video. Remember to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that alert button to get alerts on all my latest videos. I've got Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at the Knock Trader on all social media platforms. And if you check in the description section below, you'll see a link to my mailing list and a link to my chat room on Discord called Pip Talks. Join both by clicking on the links in the description section below. Now let's get straight into it. So, another trading platform review. As you know, before every trading platform review, I go through a list of 6 main criterias that you should look for when picking an online trading platform. So without further ado, let's get straight into the 6 criteria I think are most important when choosing the trading platform that you want to trade on. So number 1 is that they need to be FCA regulated by the Financial Conduct Authority. Number 2, they need to have 24/7 support, whether that's a live chat or some sort of bot or a phone number to call. Number 3 is that they should have a wide array of available markets to trade. 4 is competitive margins. 5 is a demo account availability, so they should have access to, for users, well, users should have access to a demo account where they can trade with paper or fake money. And number 6, did I say that was number 5 or 4? Yeah, okay. Number 6 is low minimum stakes, so allow you to trade with a very low denominations. So before I get started, we have a series of trading platform video reviews that I've done. If you check the right hand corner, you'll see a link to some of my other videos that I've reviewed. I'm trying to review as many UK spread betting, CFD and Forex trading platforms as possible. So if you have any you want me to review, leave a comment in the comment section below and hopefully I'll get to them. But I'm just focused on the big ones for now. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. So before I go into the platform, let me talk about a little bit about the company, a little bit about City Index. City Index is a global spread betting, Forex and CFD trading platform based in London. They are founded in 1983 and they have over 35 years experience on the market. Now they have a parent company, a US parent company called Gain Capital. So that's the parent company that they come under. And Gain Capital is trading on the New York Stock Exchange. I believe their ticker symbol is GCAP. And yeah, that's just a little bit about the background of City Index. If you look down here as well, they go into some of the regulations that they abide by, and as you can see here, they're authorized and regulated in the UK by the Financial Conduct Authority, which is a tick straight away for me on one of my main criterias. So when a company trading platform is regulated by the FCA, that means that in the eventuality of their liquidation, so if the company goes bust, all of the traders, people that are using the platform, will be compensated up to the amount of 85,000. So you're protected by up to £85,000 worth of your money that's in their platform. So you won't lose your money up to that point. So that's why it's important to be to have a platform that's regulated by the Financial Conduct Authority. They also try, well, they're supposed to kind of keep these trading platforms on the straight and narrow and not to be doing anything dodgy. So that's why it's important for them to be FCA regulated. So that's one tick straight away for City Index, because they're FCA regulated. So when it comes to opening an account, I found it pretty easy. They didn't ask for too much information. Well, they asked for the same amount of information most trading platforms do. I just filled in all my details, explained what type of trading I wanted to be doing, spread betting, CFDs, and then I just added some more information. Normally takes up to a day because I think they're doing some sort of verification, which I think is good, because if they accept you straight away, I think that they're not really doing much due diligence, in my opinion. But it took up to 24 hours, and then I was accepted, which was good. And then I got an email from their client relationship manager, and I think that's really good as well, because a lot of the times these trading platforms, what they do is that the minute they get your phone number, they're calling you up and trying to get you to buy different products or services or deposit money into your account, and there's no real due care done to really ease you in. But they haven't really bombarded you with promotional salesy stuff like some other trading platforms have. So I like that. They sent you an email just letting you know that they're there to help, but they haven't really harassed you, which I like. They also have demo accounts. One thing I don't like about the demo account, though, what I found out was that you have access to the demo account for 12 weeks, where you can trade up to with a balance of £10,000 risk free. That's good, but I would like a demo account that you have access to at all times. So after 12 weeks, you can't use the demo account again. So I don't really like that, because even to this day with the trading platform that I use, I sometimes use my demo account to act out trades that maybe I don't want to act out with real money, but I want to see what would happen if I enter that trade. So I still do some sort of kind of modeling of some trades that I would like to enter, but I don't want to actually enter with real money, and you can't do that if you only have 12 weeks access to a demo account. So yeah, I would prefer to have complete access to a demo account at all times. We also have a well, not we, City Index do. They also have great support. This is key for me as well. You got a chatbot. They got a local number that you can access Sunday to Friday 24/5 then I'd say. So I don't think you can access it on weekends, but you can chat, and then you can send the email. They're very speedy with their response to emails. You get email within 24 hours as well. And this is all great stuff, because if you're doing 24-hour trading, you need 24/7 access to support, and they have that access to support, which is good. So yeah. So now we're moving on to prices and charges. So first of all, I'll go to margin. Margin requirement is standard across the industry, so all of the trading platforms should really be having the same margin requirement because of the ESMA regulation that came in around July 2018, which set a limit to the margin requirements that they could provide retail traders. So pretty much all the trading platforms should have the same margin requirement for the different asset classes. So for example, indices is 5%, shares is 20%, Forex is 3.3% for the most part, and then cryptocurrency is 50%. And I think that's it. What other ones are there? Yeah, and commodities could be 10%. So all of this is the same across industries. So there's nothing really to compare with regards to in comparison to other trading platforms. Now the spread. This is kind of hard to compare because the spread can vary over time depending on market volatility. So the spread looked quite competitive though, but it's really hard to compare it with other platforms a lot of the time because it's a fluid thing. It could be this now and then something a little bit different later in the same day. But from what I see here, it's not too far off the spread that you would see for other trading platforms. So it's quite competitive, the spreads. Yeah, so this is what I was talking about with fixed and variable spreads. Also, they do not charge commission when you spread bet at City Index. So which begs the question, how do they make money off of trading if they don't charge commission? Obviously they charge on the spread, so yeah, that's why they charge on the spread, so they don't charge extra commission on top of that, which makes sense. The LIBOR rate 2.5% is the overnight fee that you pay if you hold a position overnight, and Yeah, so that's the fee that you pay. And that's 2.5% divided by 365 for overnight fees. This is again standard. I think this is what all the trading platforms charge. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comment section below. But as far as I know, that's what all the other. I know that IG charge the same amount, so I don't know if that's a coincidence. When it comes to account fees, let me search this because I can't find it. Account fee. When it comes to account fees, where is it? Inactive. Okay, yeah. So there's inactivity fees. You don't pay any account fees first of all, so you pay no fees for actually just having the account. I think that's a dated thing, and I think it's really silly to even do that anyway, because when you have apps like Free Trade that are not even charging you for the commission to trade, I don't know how trading platforms can justify charging you for the benefit of even having an account open. It's an archaic system, so I don't really think any trade platforms are doing that now. And if they are, they need to stop, because it's silly when you have such competitive platforms out there that are not charging. And they do charge an inactivity fee of £12. But that means if your account is inactive for 12 months, for 12 months, then they'll charge you £12 a month for having the account if you're not using it. But yeah, and then so transactions including debit and credit card deposits and transfers do not incur any. Yeah, so you don't get any charges for withdrawals, no withdrawal fees, which is good as well. Yeah, so no withdrawal fees, no. You don't pay to own the account, but you will pay £12 a month in activity fees after 12 months of inactivity of your account. And yeah, those are the main costs and charges associated with trading with City Index. So when it comes to the training material that City Index provide, the nicest way to put it is that it has something to be desired. It's not the greatest, primarily just because of the aesthetics of it and the way it's presented. Creating webinars and training material for both new and seasoned traders is something that a lot of these platforms do now, just to create some added value and to really inform their traders on what's going on in the market, and even just introductory steps into becoming a competent trader. The content of their resources are good, but the way it's executed, I personally don't like. This is just a personal preference. If you see here, I'm not going to play it, but it's just kind of like slideshows with the guy talking over it. I can't really talk. That's the way my content is, but I'm sure they have a bigger production team than me and that I have. So now I'm going to be talking to you about their premium trader account. Now this is something that I'm really excited about. That City Index do that. I don't think a lot of other traders. Well, I know a lot of other. That sounds kind of bad saying that, but I kind of expected more production value from them, because just sometimes I share a bit more around to consume this content. If it can be very boring, it's around 2018, spice it up a little bit, or kind of. Let me give you a little bit of context. I don't know, something ESMA created a regulation in 2018 that meant that would make the leverage that the content is good. Traders had access to was grossly reduced. It makes it hard to really kind of drastically reduced, so that they weren't content that able to blow up their account so easily. So it also meant that that's my thoughts on retail traders were kind of hamstringed, like myself. Outside of that, they do have what I said was a learn to trade solution, and the solution that they came up with was that market out. If you're a retail trader but you had professional experience currently in the market, apply to be a professional trader on these trading platforms. And there was three main requirements, or two of them you had to fulfill if you wanted to be class A, which is good. A professional trader. I wouldn't say it's groundbreaking, because a lot of mostly trading platforms now offer professional trader user profile, and for you to be, as people say, as a professional trader, what used to be paradigm shifting later on becomes industry standard. So they're kind of up to date with a lot. You need to make an average of 10 significant sized, I don't know what significant size means, but sizes with trade transactions per quarter over the last 4 quarters, and training material. Have a financial instrument portfolio of over €500,000, the way it's being presented, and or have at least 1 year experience in a talking to them as in a professional setting, but yeah, financial sector. That's what I feel. Two of these criteria, then you can become a professional trader, and that will allow you access to higher leverage. So you need a lower margin requirement to enter trades, and but then also that means the protections that you have will be waived, so there will be less protections on you because they'll see you as a more sophisticated trader, so you won't be protected in the same way that retail traders would. So you could go into negative equity. There's lots of other things. Anyway, why I'm telling you this is because people like me, I don't fulfill any of these requirements. I don't have £500,000. I'm profitable, but I don't have £500,000, or I haven't worked in the financial sector. So, but I believe that there should have been a kind of middle ground, because right now there's retail traders and then there's professional traders. And if you're a retail trader that is profitable and uses decent risk management, you're still classified as a retail trader, and you still get the same margin requirements as a complete novice. And my suggestion was that there should be some sort of intermediary profile created, and some middle ground for people that are profitable but they don't fulfill the requirements of a professional trader. And that's exactly what City Index did. I don't know if they read my blog, but that's exactly what they did, and it's really exciting because I've been kind of suggesting this to other trading platforms to do, and some of them haven't done it. But I hope this is the first of a trend, and so they're quite pioneering in this sense when it comes to premium trader. So it's premium trader is somewhere in between the retail trader and the professional trader. And so what this means is that you get dedicated manager, you get powerful research tool, maximum risk protection. So you still get some of the protections of a retail trader, but you also get slightly some of the benefits of a professional trader. And the requirement to be a premium trader is a little bit less than a professional. So you need a remain an active trader with at least £10,000, which is doable. Well, for some people is, and open a CFD spread betting account, and then all you need to do is just discuss, get an invite and discuss with maybe your account manager to become a premium trader. So there's less barriers to entry, but it's almost like a stepping stone to becoming a professional trader if you want to, and you'll get access to a little bit more benefits than a retail trader. So this is something that City, from my understanding, City Index are the only ones doing right now. This is a really great idea. Yeah. So if you got this far in this video, you realize we've spoken about everything except for the actual trading platform. Now obviously I'm going to go into the platform and actually have a play with it, but let me show you what they talk about as some of the key features and benefits of the trading platforms. Their main trading platform, the entry level one, is their web trader. So you can experience intelligent tools and features to help you trade the market, and you have up to 57 technical analysis indicators that you can use. I think that's one of the most I've ever seen from the entry level proprietary trading platform that a broker provides. A lot of the times they give you very limited amount of indicators for their proprietary tool. So 57 is pretty good, and I like that. So it's quite advanced, their web trader. Even though it says it there, no, it's quite advanced, and it's really good. But I don't know if entry level traders need this amount of advanced tools, but it's good that they have that option to use that. Now, what they do that I think is really interesting is that they've leveraged the TradingView user interface. So TradingView is a very popular website. It's a free website that you can use to do your technical analysis charting. You can have a paid version that gives you more granular options, but it's a very popular site. A lot of people use. I actually did a review. I actually mentioned it in my top 10 trading related websites. And I think it was very genius for them to leverage the trade and view user interface, because it's a very popular user interface that a lot of people use already. Now they also have the mobile trading app. Yes, pretty good trading app. I like the user interface on the mobile trading app. I think if anything, it's even better than the desktop, which is saying a lot. But their mobile trading app's really good, and they also have AT Pro. So AT Pro is their equivalent to IG's Pro Real Time, for example. It's the more advanced version of their a trading platform, and it's very customizable. You can do, there's more granularity to it. You can customize it in the way that you see fit. I want to get out my notes on AT Pro because there's so much about it. You can also have yeah, they have more than 100 indicators. But I'm going to get into that anyway. I'm going to show it to you rather than just tell you about it. And obviously they have MT4, MetaTrader 4. Most trading platforms, trading brokers will find that they'll have MT4 either as a API that can be integrated for trading, or they use it as the bedrock for their own platform. So they use the MT4 API to develop their own trading platform. But MT4 is pretty much used by most trading brokers because it's kind of like the industry standard. And City Index have decided to kind of have MT4 as like an out of the box platform that you can use on their broker rather than integrating it into their existing trading platform. But that's good for any forex traders or anyone that likes MT4 and they just want to use that, but they still want to use it within an existing trading platform. Then you can use that MT4 with City Index. Guys, we've hit a slight road bump here. Just about to log in to demo the actual live account, and my account's been suspended. Don't know why. Maybe they know who I am and they know I'm about to review the platform. But yeah, it's been suspended. So I'm going to have to continue this video on a later date. So if you see me in a change of clothes in the second half of this video, you know why. So yeah. Hopefully the transition is not too bad. See you on the other side. And we're back. So I've logged into the City Index web trader platform, and I'm just going to take you through the user interface. So in the ribbons above, you have the available trades, net equity, how much cash you have, unrealized profit and loss, total margin, and margin indicator, the usual stuff that you get in the header. You got a one-click trade off and on, which is good. It allows you to maybe it's good for those day traders that will need to just enter and exit a trade quickly. You've got contact details for support. You've got like a help widget, help desk that answers some of the questions for you on the right hand side. Oh, what have I done? And you've got notification center, and you've got account details there. So on the left hand side, it shows all of the different markets segmented. What I like about this is that you got the FX market, then it also further segments it based on what forex pair you want first. So obviously, if you want AUD, Australian dollar, that'll be first here. So you have Canadian dollar there, so that'll be first there. So it gives you all of the pairs by basically the major pairs, and it shows you them segmented separately. You got the major forex pairs here, and you also get different denominations. So you can trade the some of these pairs. So you can trade the Euro JPY like it is, or you can trade it per 0.01 cents. So if you want to trade it at a lower denomination, which is good for people who have smaller accounts and may not have the capital to trade at really high increments, which kind of goes back to what I said about in the beginning about having what did I say in the beginning? I said something about having being able to trade small denominations which is a good feature that I like when looking for a trading platform. This offers it. Yeah, so moving on, you got your indices, same segmentation of different indices based on region, and then obviously you can switch between the spread and the CFD. You also have options. IG offer options as well, I think, and some of the other trading platforms do as well. So options trading, which is, I think, they're trying to make it bigger in the European market. I don't know how popular it is here. I know it's really popular in the US, but the fact that it has options trading is a good thing, I guess, if you're into that. I'm not really good at options. Well, I understand it in the theoretical level, but I've never really traded with options. But at least it's a pun intended. It's an option that you have to trade it. You got a popular markets here, so it's just some of the popular ones. Cryptocurrencies. You got Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Ripple. You can also trade some of them in low denominations as well, which is good. And you got your ETFs here. So one gripe I have with ETFs, not even just ETFs, with most trading platforms, is that they don't give the ticker symbol. They just give like the long form name, and especially with ETFs, some of the long form names can be really weird and hard to remember. And sometimes most people, I don't know about you, but most people remember stocks based on their ticker symbol. So I'd love to see a ticker symbol column available for some of these stocks, but there must be a reason behind why they do this. But I think IG does it as well, where they don't give ticker symbols. They just give you the long form name of all these stocks. And sometimes they're specific names, like FTSE 100 is called UK 100, but everyone knows it as FTSE 100. But I don't know why they call it UK 100. But yeah. So you got market analysis ribbon. Yeah, I don't know why that is. It says authentication failed. Interesting. I think I haven't filled in all my details for to get all the access. But trading center. This is a trading center allows for you to get kind of market insights as to what they think. I don't know how they measure this, who's doing it. Maybe they have expert analysts, but they'll give you some idea as to what they think a stock is doing, whether it's bullish or bearish. I don't really follow these insights because I don't know where they're coming from, and I like to do my own research, but it could be a good tool for people that are maybe want a second opinion on a specific stock. They can look into the insight section, and then they can see whether the market insight has said it's bullish, bearish, triple top. It even gives you kind of chart patterns, like continuous wedge, ball, yeah, stuff like that. Something I wouldn't use personally, but at least it's there. Also got a news feed on the right, Reuters, pulls out Reuters, some videos here as well. And the bottom is an economic calendar. It'll give you high, medium, and lows, just telling you all the information that's coming in the next coming days and from what country and how significant they are. If they're obviously high, medium, lows, actual, consensus, and previous. So just to keep you up to date, especially for the forex traders. Very useful for forex traders who need to keep abreast of any economic news that can affect the forex pairs that they're trading. Then you got the default work space. Once again, one thing that really differentiates Citi's index user interface is that it's powered by TradingView. So as you can probably see, guys, this user interface is TradingView's user interface. So it's very intuitive. A lot of people know how to use this because TradingView is a very popular charting platform that's free. Well, it's got a premium version, but most people use the free version. And if you know how to use TradingView, then you know how to use Citi Index because it's the exact same user interface and it's powered by TradingView. So I think that's a really good sign for people that are entry level traders, or people, even if you're not entry level trader, but you know how to use TradingView, then you'll straight away know how to use Citi Index, and there won't be much. It won't take much time for you to get acclimatized to how to use it because you've used TradingView before. You've got the news here at the bottom. You got your position size here. Obviously, I haven't taken any positions, but it shows you all your positions here. And then you got some popular markets here. Popular spreads. So all the popular ones will be here. very good. It's adjustable, so you can move these boxes and align them how you like it to make it look good. And on the next slide, you've got popular markets. So here it's just a different view. Basically, you can view your forex pair or stock on a wider screen, and on the left hand side, it's just got all the information around it. To be honest, you don't really need to go into that now. If I actually go back one, let me go back one. Actually, I would like to just show you the how to buy and sell a stock, for example. Let me pick a stock. Let me pick a stock rather than an index. I'll pick a obviously these stocks, the market's closed right now, so you can't pick these stocks. That's why I'm showing the X on it. But let's for example, let's assume that you could. Let me pick something live. I'll pick UK 100, so FTSE 100. Let's say I went to enter the FTSE 100. What I really like about the way you can buy stocks on City Index, is that you can choose by the quantity of pips you want to trade. So if I wanted to trade 20 pounds per pip, obviously it told me my margin requirement, and it will tell me yeah, so I need £7,000 in my account to trade £20 per pip. But also, if you want to trade based on if you want to set your stop loss, one thing about IG that I found not difficult, but I think they could do better, is that if you want to trade, let's say £20 for example, and you want to set a stop loss, you have to set the stop loss by points. So you have to do the maths as to how many points away from your current price you want the stop loss to be. So if I wanted it 100 points, that would be £2,000 that I would be potentially losing if it hits my stop loss. But what if I want to set the stop loss at £2,000? I just know how much I want to set it at. Then you should be able to, here you can set the stop loss based on the quantity amount you want to lose, not just the amount of pips away from your current price. So you can choose which way you want to do it. It's all the same really, but sometimes you just don't want to do the maths as to how many pips away from your current price you want your stop loss to be, so that it hits, so it's a certain amount of money. Rather, you just want to put the money in and then it works out the points. But here you've got the option to do both, which is really good. And then you've even got a price you can put it at. So I really like this function. And then you've even got the exact price. So rather than, so if I wanted to set my stop loss at 100 pips, that'll be £2,000 I'll lose, and the stop loss would be at 703. So if I just wanted to place the exact price, it'll be 703, for example. Obviously that's going to move because price is moving now. But do you see what I'm saying? You can set the amount of points away. You can set, what have I done? Oh yeah, the market has just closed. That's why it's done that. The market has just closed as we were talking. That's why I did that. Let me use a but yeah, that's a really good feature. I like that City Index do. You can, yeah, so you can do price, pips, or P&L, and you can use that to set the stop loss and the limit. For the most part, it's just like any other order book. You got your order price, quantity. You can good till cancelled, good till end of day, good till time. So you can set based on time when you want to cancel or end of the day. Nothing really different to any of the other. You can obviously set alerts on specific prices based on. Set some alerts. Yeah. So those are pretty much the basics of City Index's web trader user interface. I think it's really good, and we'll get on to the rest of the video. So we're now in the tail end of this video, and in this section I'm going to be talking to you about the pros and cons of choosing City Index as your trading platform. So one of the pros is that it has a premium trader status. Now this is a status that bridges the gap between the professional trader and the retail trader, which allows more flexibility and some more extra features that are not available to retail traders, but at a lower requirement that it does to become a professional trader. I go through this earlier in the video, but I think this is something very unique to City Index, as I haven't seen any other European trading platform offer this user profile. The next one is cheapest crypto trading fees. So City Index has the cheapest crypto trading fees I've seen, and they really do a song and dance about it. On the webpage, you see the like-for-like comparison in the fees that IG and Plus 500 and CMC markets offer in comparison to City Index, and they got the cheapest rates on the market. Another thing is that they have low minimum stakes. As you remember in the beginning of the video, I said this is one of the main requirements that I look for in a good trading platform. And City Index offer as little as 10p per pip to trade with. So if you have a small account and you don't want to be trading large amounts that will render a big amount of your platform tied up within the trade, then you can trade at smaller denominations. And they also use the TradingView user interface. Now this is really important because a lot of traders use TradingView because it's a very useful and intuitive and free website that traders can use to choose to plot their technical analysis charts. And by using the user interface for TradingView, it allows a lot of people to have straight hands-on experience on how to use the City Index platform, because it's a user experience that a lot of people already be familiar with and know how to use, and it just makes it a bit more sleeker. So I think that's a really good addition to their web trader user interface by having TradingView as power it. Now some of the cons. One of the main cons is for me is that there's not much in the way of equities to trade in comparison to some of the other trading platforms. TradingView boasts that they have over 4,500 stocks and shares. Well, that sounds like a lot. You find typically in other trading platforms that you can get as much as 10,000 stocks and shares on their trading platform. So I think this is something they need to expand on if they really want to compete against other trading platforms, because the worst thing you can do is join and then find that the stock or the stock that you want to trade is not available. And another con is that their demo account is only for a 12-week period, so you have 12 weeks to trade with £10,000 on their demo account, and then you no longer have access. Preferably, I'd like to have a demo account that allows me to have access to it at all times, so that I could simulate trades at any time if I feel like I want to make a trade that I don't want to use real money for. I think the demo account being limited to 12 weeks should be lifted, and it should be people should be allowed to trade throughout the year round on their demo account. So yeah, that was my review of City Index. Let me know what you think about it, if I've left anything out that I didn't cover, or if there's any pros or cons that you've noticed about the trading platform that I haven't included in this video. It's Any, aka the Not Trader, signing out.